Hello, everybody. I am so excited to share I Gets Lucky with you today. My name is Terri Tatchell, and I wrote the book, and Ivan Sulima illustrated it. Now, rather than doing a straight story time, which I would do if I was coming to visit you at your school, I decided to share a video we've been working on where we've used the pictures and sort of focused in on different bits as the story's being told. And my friend, a very funny actor named Ken Lawson, has is doing the voices for you, and he makes it a lot of fun. So I think you're going to enjoy that. And just before we cut to the video, I wanted to share with you a little bit about the series. This is the first book in Endangered and Misunderstood. And the reason why I created the series was because, like you, I love animals a lot. And it makes me really sad that there's some endangered. And as you know, that means they're in danger of not existing someday. But what makes me even more sad was when I found out that there's endangered animals that I had never heard of. So I decided that I wanted to write a series introducing endangered animals to you and your parents and everyone, and just sort of explore why they're misunderstood. So this I is a lemur, and he is misunderstood because where he lives, there's a legend that he's bad luck. So I wanted to give him a little luck. So here is I Gets Lucky. I hope you enjoy it.
I Gets Lucky, written by Terri Tatchell and illustrated by Ivan Sulima. Performed by Ken Lawson.
I was a lemur who had to duck and hide whenever all the people woke and filled the land outside. Because he caused some trouble, they wouldn't soon forget. See, I loved to pull big pranks with almost no regret. He used his creepy hand to scare the young ones and the old. They saw it as a monstrous beast, horrific to behold. He'd skulk around and wait for them to settle down to eat, then slip his creepy hand up close beside them on their seat. And oh my, how it pleased him to see those people squeal. And as a bonus, more than not, they'd huck their yummy meal right at him in his face or mouth. He didn't even care. See, I loved good people food, his payment for their scare. But then one day he went too far. Some people called him lout, said he was evil and bad luck, and then they cast him out. The word spread far that he was bad, unlucky to behold. A law was passed to keep him out, and fearful tales were told. He had no choice. He had to hide and spend long days alone. I miss the people and their food, I would softly moan. So I set to thinking to make himself a plan to win the hearts and trusts again of villagers and clan. But all that he could think of were pranks and nasty stuff to make them scared or jumpy. Ooh. And his hand, that made it tough. It's not my fault I'm born that way. I think that they are rude. To banish me and never share their very yummy food. So I felt a little mad and vowed to run away. He'd find new friends who liked his jokes and wanted him to stay. But as he went, a monster swooped. It came without a sound. He was so scared and wet himself and pooped upon the ground. The monster stopped and said, "Hello." A flying fox was she. "I mean no harm to you, in fact. I'm here to help you, see." "I do not see," the I screamed. "Why would you scare me so? That wasn't nice to feel such fright. I think that you should go." The flying fox just smiled at him. She really meant to help. "I pulled a prank on you tonight so you would scream and yelp. and see just how those people feel. You scared them to their core and took delight in their spilt food and ate it off the floor. Pulling pranks can be such fun until you really see the way it feels to be so scared, as dreadful as can be. The eye stepped away from her, but mostly off the poop.
I do see now. I made them sad. I'd jump through any hoop if I could only find a way to have them as my friends. But there's a law that I'm bad luck. Too late to make amends. My hand, it means they're scared of me, no matter what I try. It's terrible to look at, and sometimes it makes them cry.
Oh, the flying fox held up her paw. It looked almost the same. The eye jumped. He was surprised and felt a little lame.
I thought I was the only one who had a creepy hand. Are you also feared and banished forever from their land?
I'm not, because I make a point to make their lives ideal. I eat mosquitoes from the air. They're quite a tasty meal. I keep people safe from danger. Mosquitoes bring disease. Ew. And make them sick or itchy. Really, it's a breeze. So find a way to help them. Even use your creepy paw. Spread good luck and happiness. They'll change their bad luck law. The eye said his thank yous and turned to face his fears. He'd find some way to win their love. Should he resort to tears?
No, not tears. It needs to be a nice thing that I do that makes them feel some happiness.
He knew his words were true. He waited in the bushes and watched them for a month, when suddenly he saw his chance to save a baby's lunch. Her mother wasn't watching as she threw her food around, and most of it had rolled beneath a boulder on the ground. He ran up fast and smiled at her
I'm here to help. Don't shout.
and used his longest fingertip to get those food bits out. He placed them on the plate for her. She smiled in gratitude and held his ghastly finger tight and even shared her food. That mother, she came running and screamed in deadly fear. She knew it was a scary thing to have an eye near. But then she saw her daughter, who held his hand so tight. The eye's face was filled with love. This law just can't be right. I could only mean good luck. His love is crystal clear. So that mothers stopped the people as they ran and gathered near. One look, and they could also see the error in their ways. From that day on, they made a law. The eye always stays.
I hope you enjoyed that story and Ken's fabulous voices. He makes it so much fun. What I'd like to share with you now is on the back spread of the book and of every endangered book that's coming out, I do some facts, some activities, and some how to help, because I love stories, but I also love learning things, and I also love activities and then knowing how I can help. So I'll share this page with you. Here we introduce endangered and misunderstood. If an animal is endangered, they're in danger of not existing anymore. You probably know and love all kinds of endangered animals, like chimpanzees, blue whales, Bengal tigers, and Asian elephants. There are also many endangered animals that many people have never heard of, or if they have, they don't understand them. Ai isn't very well known, and he's misunderstood because there's a legend that's seeing him as bad luck. Poor Ai. Learn about Ai and spread the word that meeting one of these unique endangered creatures would be very lucky indeed. 10 Ai facts. Ai's live in Madagascar, Africa. Ai's are one of over 100 species of lemurs. I love all the lemurs, but the Ai's pretty unique. Aye-ayes are primates, so they're related to humans. Aye-ayes have great hearing with big, movable ears. Aye-ayes are nocturnal and can see really well in the dark. Aye-ayes are often considered bad luck. Aye-aye's scientific name is really hard to say. Debentonia Madagascar syrenensis. Would like to hear you guys try that. Aye-aye's only non-human predator is the cat-like fossa. Aye-ayes use their long finger and echolocation to find food. Aye-ayes and all lemurs are considered the world's most endangered mammal. Now, you got to meet the flying fox in the story as well, so I have 5 flying fox facts for you. With a wingspan of up to 5 feet, which is really big, these gentle creatures are the largest bats on Earth. Unlike aye-ayes and most bats, the flying fox can't echolocate. Flying foxes are important pollinators. There are more than 60 species of flying foxes. The Madagascar flying fox is classified as vulnerable, so that's one stage before endangered. So he's not quite as bad off as the aye-aye, but he's still on the list. Then, 5 ways to help. Tell a friend what an aye-aye is. Spread the word. Tell a parent, tell a grandparent, tell anyone. We just want people to be aware of the aye-aye. Create and share a story, picture, or a song about an aye-aye. I am a big believer in art and creativity and sharing it with people and just doing it for yourself if there's a problem that's worrying you, like an endangered aye-aye. So that's part of the reason I created the book. We have an aye-aye song that we'll share for you at the end as well, and I would love to see any art or stories or anything you do, and we'll share a link for that as well if you want to share with me. Raise money to help an aye-aye. Throw an aye-aye party. Join or start a wildlife club that helps endangered species. And there's lots more. We have activity sheets and we have fact sheets with more facts. We have fact sheets for your parents, teachers' guides, and they're all on our website, which is endangeredandmisunderstood.com. And look for our next book. Hopefully I can come to your school and share it in September, which is about a pangolin. Baby pangolin called a pango pup. So the next book is Adventures of the Pango Pup, and I can't wait to share that with you too. Thanks for listening.
Is for endangered. They need